classes of commentary, and my job was to make it such that when we recite the sutra, then we're able to understand all the meanings. So I hope I did a sufficient job on that. In any case, as we always do, then let's just take a moment to adjust our motivation. So again, thinking that, especially now that we have achieved this precious human rebirth, we have all the outside conditions, having met with the Dharma, having met with the Holy Guru. We have the inner conditions of having faith in the Dharma, having enough free time, at least today, to join in this group practice. Then, given this tremendous opportunity, we must make best use of it. And in particular, in order to make best use of it, we have to make the utmost progress along the path to enlightenment, so that we can be of utmost benefit to all sentient beings. So now here, as it is said, then, even reading one stanza from the Prajnaparamita Sutras collects so much merit, and is unbelievable for purification. So since we don't want to experience problems, we need to purify previously accumulated negative karma. And since we want all the success up to and including the attainment of full enlightenment, then we need to collect extensive merit. So that is why we are doing this practice here. And also to clear away the obstacles from the, long lives of the spiritual friends, as well as to purify all the obstacles to the Dharma projects and our own Dharma studies. So in short, that all sentient beings will have all the conditions for them to achieve enlightenment as quickly as possible. And as Lama Zopa often says, all the sentient beings that need a puja being done, we're doing this for them. Okay. So, please think like that. And so now we will visualize the Guru Shakyamuni Buddha in the space in front of us. Visualizing all sentient beings in the space around us. And to think that we are now doing this practice together with all the sentient beings. And then remembering the qualities of the Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha, and aspiring to generate those qualities within our own mind stream. Then we do the taking refuge in generating bodhicitta. I go for refuge until I'm enlightened to the Buddha, Dharma, and Supreme Assembly. By my practice of giving and the other perfections, may I become a Buddha to benefit all sentient beings. I go for refuge until I'm enlightened to the Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha, Supreme Assembly. By my practice of giving and the other perfections, may I become a Buddha to benefit all sentient beings. I go for refuge until I'm enlightened to the Buddha, Dharma, and Supreme Assembly. By my practice of giving and the other perfections, may I become a Buddha to benefit all sentient beings. So now we do the 7-limb prayer. So reverently I prostrate with my body, speech, and mind. So again, visualize numberless bodies, and those bodies are prostrating to all the 10 directions of Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha, statues, super scriptures, all inseparable from our own root Guru. I present clouds of every type of offering, actual and imagined. I declare all my negative actions accumulated since beginningless time. So here again, emphasizing that we need to practice the 4 opponent powers for the purification practice to be truly complete. So again, just thinking from beginningless time to the present, all the negative actions that we've done, cause others to do and rejoice in others doing, all the 10 non-virtues, all the 5 uninterrupted negative karmas, all of the 5 close and uninterrupted negative karmas, all the broken pratimoksha vows, all the broken bodhisattva vows, all the degenerated tantric commitments, and then especially all the negative actions done in relation to the Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha, and our gurus. Disobeying our guru's advice, not following the advice, generating non-faithful thoughts in relation to our guru, disturbing the guru's holy mind. And so, yeah, we declare all those and think that, we'll refrain from doing those again in the future. And rejoice in the merit of all holy and ordinary beings. So here the holy beings are those who have realized emptiness. So just think how wonderful all those beings who have realized emptiness directly, whether they be Buddhas, whether they be Bodhisattvas, Pratika Buddhas, or Shravakas. And then rejoicing in the merit of all the ordinary beings, including ourselves. Please remain until the end of cyclic existence. So offering countless golden thrones marked by cross Vajra. And turn the wheel of Dharma for living beings. Again, countless golden Dharma chakras we offer to our Guru, who then accepts and agrees to teach and guide us. I dedicate my own merits and those of all others to the Great Enlightenment. Okay. Next page. So now we offer the mandala, everything beautiful and pleasing to the senses in the whole universe. This ground anointed with perfume, strewn with flowers, adorned with Mount Meru, full continents, sun, and the moon. I imagine this is a Buddha field and offer it. May all living beings enjoy this pure land. I prostrate and go for refuge to the Guru and 3 precious gems. Please bless my mind. I'm requesting you to immediately pacify all the wrong conceptions from incorrect devotion to the Guru up to the subdue view of the white, red, and dark visions that exist in my mind and the minds of all Mandasinian beings. I'm requesting you to immediately generate all the right realizations from Guru devotion up to enlightenment in my mind and the minds of all Mandasinian beings. I'm requesting you to pacify all outer and inner obstacles, actualizing the entire graduated path to enlightenment in my mind and the minds of all Mandasinian beings. I prostrate and go for refuge to the Guru and 3 precious gems. Please bless my mind. I'm requesting you to immediately pacify all the wrong perceptions from correct devotion to the Guru up to the subdue view of the white, red, and dark visions that exist in my mind and the minds of all understanding beings. I'm requesting you to immediately generate all the right realizations from Guru devotion up to enlightenment in my mind and the minds of all understanding beings. I'm requesting you to pacify all outer and inner obstacles to actualizing the entire graduated path to enlightenment in my mind and in the minds of all understanding beings. I prostrate and go for refuge to the Guru and 3 precious gems. Please bless my mind. I'm requesting you to immediately pacify all the wrong conceptions from incorrect devotion to the Guru up to the subtle dual view of the white, red, and dark visions that exist in my mind and the minds of all Mandasinian beings. I'm requesting you to immediately generate all the right realizations from Guru devotion up to enlightenment in my mind and the minds of all Mandasinian beings. I'm requesting you to pacify all outer and inner obstacles to actualizing the entire graduated path to enlightenment in my mind and the minds of all Mandasinian beings. Idam Guru Ratna Mandala Kamnira Tayami. Tayata Om Dari Dari Bandari Soa, 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 Tayata Om Dari Dari Bandari Soa. So again, as we recite, then we can think that the Guru Shakyamuni Buddha in the space in front of us is giving us this teaching. And also we can think that as we recite, we're giving the teaching to all the sentient beings. And when they hear these words, they generate all the right realizations and, achieve liberation and enlightenment. Okay, so we can open up the Vajra cutter. Okay. The Vajrakara Sutra in the language of India, Arya Vajracherika Nama Prajapadamidamayana Sutra. In Tibetan, Pabashereki Paradu Chimpa Doji Chepa Shechapa Tekpa Chimpo Do. In English, the Exalted Mahayana Sutra on the wisdom gone beyond, called the Vajrakara. I appreciate to all the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas that stayed here one time. The Bhagavan was dwelling on Shavasi in the grove of Prince Jeta, in the garden of Anna. Pinadala, the great king, Sangha of bhikshus of 1,250 bhikshus and a great many Bodhisattvas, and then in the morning, having put on the lower and upper dharma robes and carried the begging bowl, the Bhagavan entered the great city of Shavasi to request alms. Then, having gone to the great city of Shavasi to request alms, the Bhagavan afterward enjoyed the alms food and having performed the activity of food. Since he had given up the alms of later food, he put away the begging bowl and uproar. He washed his feet, sat upon the very cushion, and having assumed the posture of the posture, straightened the body upright, and placed mindfulness in front. Then many bhikshus approached to the place where the Bhagavan was, and having reached there, bowing their heads to the Bhagavan's feet, circumvented 3 times, and sat on one side. Then, also at that time, the Venerable Subhuti joining that very assembly sat down. Then the Venerable Subhuti rose from the seat, placed the elbow shoulder, set his right knee on the ground, bowed, joining the palms toward the Bhagavan, and said, "This is the Bhagavan to the extent to which the Tathagata perfectly completed Buddha has benefit the Bodhisattva Mahasattvas with the highest benefit, the extent to which the Tathagata has entrusted the Bodhisattva Mahasattvas with the highest entrustment. Bhagavan is astonishing. Sugata is astonishing. Bhagavan, how should one who has correctly entered the Bodhisattva's vehicle about how practice how control the mind?" That was said, and Bhagavan said to the Venerable Subhuti, was it is so. It is so. The Tathagata has benefited the Bodhisattva Mahasattvas with the highest benefit. The Tathagata has entrusted the Bodhisattva Mahasattvas with the highest entrustment. Subhuti, therefore, listen and probably retain your man. I will explain to you how one who has correctly entered the Bodhisattva's vehicle should about how practice how control the mind. Having replied, so be Bhagavan, so be it. The Venerable Subhuti, listen. In accordance with the Bhagavan, and the Bhagavan said this, Buddhi, here, one who has greatly entered the Bodhisattva's vehicle should generate the mind of enlightenment, thinking this, as many as are included in the category of sentient beings, born from egg, born from womb, born from moisture, born miraculously with form, without form, with discrimination, without discrimination, without discrimination, but not without subtle discrimination, the realm of sentient beings, as many as are designated by imputation as sentient beings, all those I shall cause to pass completely answer into the realm of nirvana without remainder of language. All those limited sentient beings have thus been caused to pass completely answer. No sentient being whatsoever has been caused to pass completely answer. Why is that? Subhuti, because if a Bodhisattva engaged in discriminating a sentient being, he is not to be called a Bodhisattva. Why is that? Subhuti, if anyone engaged in discriminating a sentient being, or engaged in discriminating a living being, or engaged in discriminating a person, they are not to be called a Bodhisattva. For the Subhuti, a Bodhisattva gives, that abiding and gives that abiding in the phenomena whatsoever. Gives should be given not abiding in visual form, gives should be given not abiding in sound, smell, taste, tactility, or phenomena either. Subhuti, without abiding in discriminating anything whatsoever as a sign. Thus, does a Bodhisattva give a gift? Why is that Subhuti? Because the Hebrew matter that Bodhisattva who gives a gift without abiding Subhuti is not easy to take the measure of Subhuti. What do you think about this? Do you think it's easy to take the measure of space in the Subhuti? Reply Bhagavan is not. So the Bhagavan said, Subhuti, similar, do you think it is easy to take the measure of space in the southwest, north, above, below, in the intermediate direction, and the 10 directions? Subhuti replied Bhagavan is not. So the Bhagavan said, Subhuti, similar, the Hebrew matter of that Bodhisattva who gives a gift without abiding is also not easy to take the measure of Subhuti. What do you think about this? Is one viewed as a topic of super remarks? Subhuti replied Bhagavan is also one is not. Vijayasakata do perfect marks. Why is that? Because that is with the Tathagata called perfect marks or not perfect marks. So he thus he replied thus in Bhagavan said this to the Venerable Subhuti to the degree they are perfect marks. To that degree there is deception, to the degree there is no perfect marks. To that degree there is no deception. Thus view the Tathagata's marks and no marks is and then the Venerable Subhuti replied to the Bhagavan and Bishop at the end of the 500 when the Holy Dharma we are totally vegetable and being produced. Correct discrimination upon the words of Jesus, such as this being explained, the Bhagavan said, so what they do not say, we have in the future period of the end of the 500 when the Holy Dharma will totally bears will and is and being produced. Correct discrimination upon the words of the sutras, such as this being explained more visibly in the future period. At the end of the 500, when the Holy Dharma totally bears, there will be Bodhisattvas and Dhamma and Dhamma will those Bodhisattvas more over than just a single Buddha. Deva Nara Buddhas Buddha Virtuous just single Buddha Subhuti. There will be Bodhisattvas who have made homage to many hundreds of thousands of Buddhas and produced virtues to many hundreds of thousands of Buddhas Subhuti. Those who will acquire merely a single mind of faith upon the words of such as this being explained Subhuti, the background of Subhuti. They have seen Buddha Subhuti, all those enemies will produce and perfectly collect and unfathomable even man Subhuti. Because those Bodhisattvas will not engage in discrimination and will not engage and will not discriminate sinning being will not discriminate a living being will not engage in discriminating a person. So the old Bodhisattvas will not engage in discriminating phenomena nor discriminating phenomena nor will they engage in discrimination. Why is that? So because of those Bodhisattvas, Mahasattvas engage in discriminating a person, that itself would be of them. Grasping itself, grasping as any being, grasping a living being, because even if they engage in discriminating phenomena, sometimes that would be of them. Grasping itself, grasping as any being, grasping a living being, grasping a person, why is that? So because Bodhisattvas should not only grasp phenomena nor grasp phenomena. Therefore, thinking that the Tathagata is as if by those who know that Dhamma is like a belief and Dhamma should be given up what it is there to imagine the Dhamma. Further, the Bhagavan said that the Venerable Subhuti Subhuti, what do you think about this? Does that Dhamma doesn't manifest Dhamma being top of the he said that the Venerable Subhuti replied to the Bhagavan and said the meaning of the Bhagavan that was manifesting ability to be that one Tathagata and best perfect ability of mind does not exist whatsoever. That Dharma that was taught by the Tathagata does not exist whatsoever. Why is that? Because any Dharma manifesting ability we that are taught by the Tathagata is not to be grasped, not to be expressed. It is not Dharma, nor is it not Dharma. Why is that? Because all beings are differentiated by man compounded. But the Bhagavan said to the Venerable Subhuti, what do you think about the son of the lineage of Dharma means going to completely filling up this billion for 7 types of president for the givers. Do you think that some nigga darling with produce and immense evil man on the basis of the life I want to miss so God immense that son of the nature or daughter of the nature of produce and immense evil man on the basis of that because that very evil man is not a there for the Talmud says evil man Bhagavan says but you compare to an son of the nature that means who can believe in his bill always in the 7 times of president but the givers of someone having taken even as the ones and the ones and the were also were to explain and correctly thoroughly teach those on the basis the human produce would be much better account. Why is that? Simply because the unsupported Bhagavans are also privileged. Why is that? Simply because Buddha Dharma is taught by the called Buddha Dharmas. Those Buddha Dharmas are Buddha Tathagata exist, therefore they're called Buddha Dharmas. Simply what do you think about this? The Srimad everything I was in the result of Srimad Simply replied, Bhagavan is so why is that? Bhagavan because one does not enter into anything whatsoever, therefore one is called Srimad, one does not enter nor to smell, nor to taste, nor to like, nor to enter into a phenomenon, therefore one is called Srimad Bhagavan and Srimad that is always be grasping of that is grasping is enemy, grasping is the Bhagavan that simply what I think about this is that once we don't think everything there's once we don't simply if I Bhagavan is on so much that because the phenomenon that is state once we don't exist whatsoever therefore once the Bhagavan so we didn't think everything is all that now because of entry into the state of Bhagavan says, the result of Vajra. To the reply, Bhagavan Zopa does not exist with Bhagavan. If the art were to think, I have grasping of that as I have grasping is anything, grasping is anything, grasping is the person. Bhagavan, I was declared by the Tathagata, the Buddha as the foremost of those who Bhagavan, I am an I, Bhagavan, I do nothing. I am an I, Bhagavan, I do anything, I am the knowledge of that, Tathagata would not have made the reason about me saying the son of the Subdue is the foremost of those who have vision, since not about it. What do you think about this? That that's received by the Dharma that was received by the Tathagata Buddha doesn't exist with her. Woman says Buddha word you say I shall actualize arrangements, they will speak on truly wise because they mean therefore, they are called imagery subdue. Therefore, the Bodhisattvas thus should generate the mind without abiding, should generate the mind not abiding in anything. They should generate the mind not abiding in form, should generate the mind not abiding in sound. So that the exact activity of phenomenon subdue. For example, the body of a being were to become thus, were to become like this, biggest looking subdue. What do you think about this? Would that body be large? But that body be big? So they reply, that body would be big. So that body would be big. Why is that? Because it's not being a thing. Therefore, all body is not being a thing. Therefore, it's called a big body. The Bhagavan says, what do you think about this? There were also just as many cases of the grains and the river were there. Not be many. So they reply. Bhagavan, if those very against you were many, there no need to mention their grains. Bhagavan says, you should appreciate, you should understand if some woman, man or woman, fully filling up with the 7 kinds of rich things, that many world systems of grains of to offer to the Tathagata Buddha, what do you think about this? Would that man or woman produce much merit on that basis? So that man or woman produce much merit on that basis. The Bhagavan says, compared to someone who could be filling up that many words, and words he gave gifts to the Tathagata Buddha is someone having taken even as a stanza 4 lines from this the discourse of Dhamma, were to explain it and correctly and thoroughly teaching others on that basis. The merit that is avoid produces good and others for the most of the if whatever plays on the full sense of fullness from this discourse on Dhamma, although the devas, humans, what need to mention that whoever takes up this discourse of Dhamma, memorize, reads, and understands, and probably takes in mind will be most astonishing that based on where the teacher resides, other levels of gurus also abide. Said that the members of the reply, the Bhagavan was the name of the discourse of Dhamma. How should you remember? He said that the Bhagavan replied that the members of the name of this discourse, Dhamma discourse is wisdom gone beyond. You should remember like that. Why is that Subhuti? Because that very same wisdom gone beyond, that is not beyond the air, wisdom gone beyond. Subhuti, what do you think about this? Bhagavan, the Dharma, does not exist, was the Bhagavan said. So the everything about these are the quantities, the products of earth that exist in the world system be many. So the Bhagavan, the products of earth are many, so that there are many. Why is that Bhagavan? Because there was a particle of earth was taught by the Tathagata as not being a particle, therefore it is called particle of earth. That which is a world system was taught by the Tathagata as not being world system, therefore it is called a world system. The Bhagavan says, but there were anything one to be viewed as a Tathagata that are taught by the Tathagata are not taught by the Tathagata. There's no marks. Therefore, they're called to the Bhagavan said. Physically compared with some man or woman, completely giving up bodies numbering. For instance, and against someone taking even as little as a sense of full, not from this course of Dharma. Were also were to teach to others. They would reduce on that basis many good men and capable available. Thereupon the venerable ability to the Dharma, Jati, having one way to do this. This goes on Dharma, the Since my production of exaltation, I have never before heard this discourse on Dharma, Bhagavan, those enemies who is the great discrimination upon this such being explained will be most astonishing wise and Bhagavan, because of which is discrimination is not discrimination, therefore correct discrimination was all that saying correct discrimination Bhagavan upon this Dharma, this was being explained that I imagine and appreciate is not astonishing to me, Bhagavan in the Dharma age. At the end of the 500, those enemies who take up this time, this was memorized, read, and exam would be most astonishing for them. They will not engage in discriminating self, will not engage in discriminating, discrimination of self, discrimination, discrimination. Why is that? Because the Buddha Bhagavans are free of all discrimination. He said that in the Bhagavan replied to the Venerable Subhuti. Subhuti is all resolved on the Sutra. Being and explain those any beings who are unafraid, unterrified, and will not become terrified will be most astonishing. Why is that Subhuti? Because the highest wisdom gone beyond top of the Tathagata, the highest wisdom gone beyond that is top of the Tathagata, was also top of the unfathomable Buddha Bhagavans. Therefore, it is called highest wisdom gone beyond. For the Subhuti itself, which is the patience of the gone beyond the Tathagata, gone beyond was that Subhuti, because when the king of Kalinga command names and avengers and in me there was no discrimination, yeah, there was also no non-discrimination because if at that time there had risen in me discrimination, at that time there would also have risen discrimination as if there had risen discrimination as an enemy, discrimination as a person. At that time there also have risen discrimination as Subhuti, I know because in the past period, during 500 times which is called vision. Even then, there did not arise any discrimination itself, there did not arise any discrimination as any being, discrimination as a living being, discrimination as a person. Subhuti. Therefore, the Bodhisattva must have a completely abandoning all discriminations in mind, for as well as complete element one, in mind, not abiding in form. Once you generate the mind out of abiding in sound, smell, taste, sight, and phenomena, once you generate the mind out of abiding in phenomena either. Once you generate the mind out of abiding in anything whatsoever, because that is self, which is abiding, does not abide. Therefore, the Tathagata taught the Bodhisattva should give gifts, not abiding. For the Bodhisattva should thus totally give away gifts for the welfare of all sinning beings. However, but except with discrimination and sinning beings, non-discrimination, though themselves, who were Tathagata as saying all sinning beings also denies this wise and Subhuti, because the Tathagata teaches reality, teaches truth, teaches what is Tathagata teaches without ever Subhuti, the Dharma that is manifesting and clearly realized or shown, but the Tathagata has neither truth nor falsity. Subhuti, it is like this, for example, man he does not say anything whatsoever, likewise should one view the Bodhisattva who totally gives a gift by falling into anything. Subhuti is like this, for example, Bantan and a man with eyes. Sees various kinds of forms, likewise one should view the Bodhisattva who totally gives up a gift by not falling into anything, but Subhuti is always who take up this time, discourse, memorize, read, understand, and correctly and thoroughly teach others in detail are known, but they are seen, but always in images of Buddhas and unfathomable Hebrew merit. Probably compared to some men and women at times on called totally giving up bodies. I mean, the Green Sand of the Ganges also totally giving up bodies. The Green Sand of the River Ganges at the time of midday and evening and such. Number totally giving up bodies of many hundred thousand, hundred beginning as if someone having heard this time of discourse would not reject if they themselves would produce much greater merit on that basis and carry one valuable what need to imagine someone who, having written in a letter, takes it up that much reason and time, correctly and thoroughly teaches it to others and they therefore repeat this time of discourse. The time of discourse was taught by the Tathagata for the benefit of sentient beings who have correctly entered into the supreme vehicle. The welfare of sentient beings who have correctly entered into this vehicle, those who Take up this time, discourse, memorize, read, and all those enemies will be endowed with an unfathomable heap of merit. Be endowed with an unfathomable heap of merit, and come from measure, those enemies will hold my shoulder. Why is that? Specifically, this time discourse is unable to be heard by those who appreciate the inferior. By those beings of by those a person unable to hear, take up, to memorize, read, and to understand, because of that cannot be. For the sympathy and whatever honor the Sutra is taught, that place on earth will become worthy to be paid homage by the world with devils, humans, and asuras. That place on earth will become worthy as an object of prostration and worthy as an object of second religion. That place on earth will become like a shrine. So they whatever son of names and all these things the words of social like this memorize reason of the baby don't be the determined. Why is that stupidity? Because whatever non virtuous action and form life that were committed by those in the beings that would bring rebirth in the lower realm, the determined that all non virtuous and form life will be the name also attain enlightenment of Buddha. Supposedly, I know again events in the past period and even more balance of consciousness, much even beyond the Tathagata there were 100,000s of 10 million, 100 billion Buddhas whom I pleased, and having pleased and unobserved Subhuti from whatever they have pleased and Bhagwan and in the village period at the end of the 500. From someone taking up this memorize, reading, and understanding Subhuti. For the form he does not approach even 100th part. 1,500,000 part does not waste any enumeration, measure, calculation, similarity, equivalence, or comparison. So at the other time, the sun angel, dollars and angel was given the quantity of heap of merit that if I were to express the heap of merit that was sons and this, any beings will go mad, would be deserved for this. Time discourse being unimaginable is maturation indeed, should also be known as unimaginable. Then the Dharmasupati replied to the Bhagavan, how should one who is greatly the Bodhisattva speak about how practice how to control the mind? Bhagavan says, Supati, here one who has greatly entered the Bodhisattva speak should generate the mind thinking this. I shall cause all sentient beings to pass completely beyond sorrow into the realm of nirvana without remainder of the aggregates. Although sentient beings were caused to pass completely beyond sorrow like that, no sentient being was caused to pass beyond sorrow. Why is that? Subhuti. Because if a Bodhisattva engages in discriminating sentient beings, he is not to be called a Bodhisattva. Also engages in discriminating a person, he is not to be called a Bodhisattva. Why is that? Subhuti. Because the Dharma call one who has correctly entered the realized by the Tathagata. From the Tathagatas, the unsurpassed perfectly exists whatsoever. He said that. And Venerable replied to the Bhagavan, that Dharma that was manifested from the Tathagata unsurpassed perfect completely does not exist whatsoever. He said, then the Bhagavan replied to the Venerable Subhuti, it is so result that Dharma that is manifested completely realized by the Tathagata, the Garden and does not exist whatsoever. Subhuti, if that Dharma that was manifestly and completely realized by the Tathagata would exist, all the Tathagata would not have made a prediction to me, saying, young Brahman in the future period, you will become the Tathagata, Buddha, Guru Shakyamuni Buddha. Thus, since that Dharma that was manifested completely realized by the Tathagata and surpassed perfectly, but it does not exist whatsoever, therefore the Tathagata even made prediction to me, saying, young Brahman in the future period, you will become the Tathagata, Buddha, Guru Shakyamuni. Why that is Buddha? Because Tathagata is an epithet of the substance of reality. So if someone were to say, Tathagata would manifestly realize, they would speak wrongly. Why is that? Because that Dharma that was manifestly realized by the Tathagata, unsurpassed does not exist whatsoever. That Dharma that was manifestly realized by the Tathagata has neither truth nor falsity. Therefore, all dharmas are Buddha dharmas. Was Tathagata or Subhuti all dharmas. All those are non-dharma, therefore it said that all dharmas are Buddha dharmas. Subhuti is like, for example, like a human endowed with body and that body being Bhagavan that talk about the Tathagata, human endowed with body and a large body is the Tathagata being body, therefore endowed with the body and large body is said. Bhagavan says, Subhuti is so said, if some Bodhisattva were to say, I shall cause enemies to completely pass beyond so he should not be called a Bodhisattva. The Dharma that is called Bodhisattva is whatsoever. So they replied, Bhagavan is not Bhagavan says Subhuti therefore all dharma without sitting being without living being without operating Subhuti Bodhisattva would say I shall actually have the range fields. He too should be expressing wise as Subhuti because the range field called range field talk about the Tathagata Dhamma range therefore the range field Subhuti whatever Bodhisattva appreciates that Dhamma is saying Dhamma is expressed by Tathagata Tathagata possesses the flesh eye. The Subhuti replied, Bhagavan, so the Tathagata possesses the flesh eye. Bhagavan said, Subhuti, what do you think about this? The Tathagata possesses the divine eye. Subhuti replied, Bhagavan, the Tathagata possesses the divine eye. Bhagavan said, Subhuti, what do you think about this? The Tathagata possesses the wisdom eye. Subhuti replied, Bhagavan, so the Tathagata possesses the wisdom eye. Subhuti, the Bhagavan said, Subhuti, what do you think about this? The Tathagata possesses the Dharma eye. Subhuti replied, Bhagavan, so the Tathagata possesses the Dharma eye. Bhagavan says, Subhuti, what do you think about this? The Tathagata possesses the Buddha. Subhuti replied, Bhagavan, so the Tathagata possesses the Buddha. Bhagavan says, Subhuti, what do you think about this? If there being also just as many countries of grains and countries, there were just as many world systems as there are grains of sand of those. Would those world systems be many? Subhuti replied, Bhagavan, so those world systems would be many. Bhagavan says, Subhuti, as many civilizations, I totally know their continual consciousness of different thoughts. Subhuti, why is that Subhuti? Because the so-called continual consciousness that is that thought, but the Tathagata is not continuum. The physical continuum consciousness, why is that Subhuti? Because past consciousness is observable, nor the future consciousness is observable, nor the present consciousness is observable. Subhuti, what do you think about this? With the subtypes of person with the givers. Do you think that suddenly your darling vision of much evil man on that basis Subhuti reply Bhagavan Bhagavan said, Subhuti, it is so that suddenly your darling vision of evil man on that basis Subhuti the Tathagata would not have taught the Hebrew man called Hebrew man Subhuti. What do you think about this? Should one be viewed as a Tathagata due to total achievement of the form body? Subhuti replied, Bhagavan, it is not so. One should not be viewed as a Tathagata due to total achievement of form body. Why, Bhagavan? Why is that, Bhagavan? Because total achievement of form body is taught by the Tathagata not being total achievement. Therefore, it is called total achievement of form body. The Bhagavan says, Subhuti, what do you mean this? Is one to be viewed as Tathagata due to Bhagavan? One is not to be viewed as a Tathagata due to perfect marks. Why is that? Because that which was taught by the Tathagata as perfect marks was taught by the Tathagata as not being perfect marks. Therefore, they are called perfect marks. Bhagavan said, Subhuti, what is if it is thought that the Tathagata considers the Dharma that is demonstrated by me, Subhuti not viewed like that, because that Dharma that's demonstrated by the Tathagata is not Subhuti, if someone were to say Dharma demonstrated by the Tathagata, Subhuti, he would have me. Since I exist in a wrong sees. Why is that? Subhuti, because that demonstrated Dharma called demonstrated Dharma, which is referred to as demonstrated Dharma does not exist whatsoever, then the Subhuti said to Bhagavan is created. Will there be any sentient being who, having heard this the demonstration of Dharma as this, will clearly believe? The Bhagavan says, Subhuti, they are not sentient beings, nor non-sentient beings like that. Subhuti, so what sentient beings because they were taught by the Tathagata non-sentient beings, therefore are called sentient beings. Subhuti, what do you think about this? Does that Dharma that was manifested completely realized by the Tathagata unsurpassed perfectly enlightenment? This was the Venerable Subhuti replied, Bhagavan, that Dharma that was manifested and completely realized by the Tathagata unsurpassed perfectly enlightenment. This was the Bhagavan said, Subhuti, so it is so for it, even the least Dharma does not exist and is not observed. Therefore, it is called unsurpassed, perfect, and complete. And the Dharma is equivalent, since for it in a complete was there was called unsurpassed, perfect, and unsurpassed, perfect, equivalent as others without sending being, without living being, without a person. He is manifested completely realized through all virtuous dharma. Subhuti, virtuous dharmas are called virtuous dharma. They just non-dharmas there are therefore called virtuous dharma for Subhuti compared to any. Suddenly, the sometimes purchasing about equaling whatever exists in a billion world system and giving gifts. If someone having taken up even as the four lines of From this physical man, what it is, Subhuti compared to the Siva man, the former Hebrew man, having not approached even 100th part, does not withstand comparison. Subhuti, what do you think about this? If it is thought that the considers any beings are liberated by means, Subhuti do not view it like that. Why is that, Subhuti? Because those sentient beings who are liberated by the Tathagata does not exist whatsoever. Subhuti, if some sentient being were to be liberated by the Tathagata, that itself would be of the Tathagata grasping itself. Grasping of the sentient being, grasping of the being, grasping of Subhuti, so-called grasping of self, that is top of the Tathagata, not grasping yet, is grasped by childish ordinary beings. Subhuti, so-called childish ordinary beings. They are just non-beings. Therefore, they are called childish ordinary beings. So they whatever just want to be viewed as Bhagavan is so one is not to be viewed as the Bhagavan says it is not so, it is so, it is so. One is not viewed as Tathagata due to Bhagavan Subhuti, one is viewed as Tathagata due to Bhagavan, even the Chakravarti king would be the Tathagata, therefore one is not viewed as the Tathagata due to Bhagavan. Then the Venerable Subhuti said to the Bhagavan, as I understand the meaning of what the Bhagavan has said, one is not viewed as the duty of Brahmas. Then these verses were spoken by Bhagavan at that time. Whoever sees me in the form, whoever knows me in the sound, has long engaged by abandoning those beings around me. The Buddhas are Dharmata viewed. The guides are Dharmakaya. Since Dharmata is not to be known, it is unable to be known. Subhuti. What do you think about this? If one grasps the Tathagata, I perfectly Buddha as to Brahmas. Subhuti, one should not view so forth. Subhuti, the Tathagata, Buddha does not manifest the Vinayas and due to Subhuti, one grasps that some dharma has been designated short and annihilated by those who have correctly entered the Bodhisattva's vehicle. Subhuti, it should not be viewed so those who have correctly entered the Bodhisattva's vehicle have not designating dharma whatsoever as destroyed or annihilated. But Subhuti compared to any eternal nature that is who clean feeling with seven kinds of names as many words as other grains that in Ganges word to give given the Bodhisattva the thing for best that dharmas are self-examined others on that basis. Even men they themselves will produce what beings greater for the Subhuti, even men should not be required by the Bodhisattva. The Subhuti replied, Buddha Bhagavan, should not a Hebrew man be acquired by the Bodhisattva? The Bhagavan says, Subhuti acquired not only sees. Therefore, it is called acquired Subhuti. If someone says, the Tathagata goes or comes to center, says all like that, he does not understand. Meaning explained by me, was that Subhuti because the Tathagata one gone thus does not go anywhere, nor has come from anywhere. Therefore, one says the Tathagata are perfectly completed Buddha. Further, Subhuti of some settlements or documents were to render many atoms at birth as existing system like this, for example, into powder, like a collection of cellulose atoms. Subhuti, what do you think about this? Would that cellulose collection of cellulose atoms be many? Subhuti replied, Bhagavan, it is so that collection of cellulose atoms will be many. Why is that? Bhagavan, because if there were a collection, the Bhagavan would not have said collection of cellulose atoms. Why is that? Because that collection of cellulose atoms that was taught by the Bhagavan was taught by the Tathagata as no collection. Therefore, one says collection of cellulose atoms that being for world system that was taught by the Tathagata was taught by the Tathagata's no system. Therefore, one says being for world system was the Bhagavan. Because if there were to be a world system, that itself would be grasping a solid thing. That taught by the Tathagata's grasping and something was taught by the Tathagata's no grasping. Therefore, one says, grasping on something, the Bhagavan says, Subhuti, grasping something is itself a convention. That Dharma does not exist as expressed, yet it is grasped by childish ordinary childish beings. Subhuti, if someone were to say, viewing as self was taught by the Tathagata's viewing as any being, viewing as a living being, viewing as a person was taught by the Tathagata's Subhuti. Would that be spoken by recitation? Subhuti replied, Bhagavan, it would not. Sugata, it would not. Why is that, Bhagavan? Because that which was taught by the Tathagata is viewing itself was taught by the Tathagata's no viewing. Therefore, one says viewing itself, the Bhagavan said. Subhuti, those who have correctly entered the Bodhisattva should know, should view, should appreciate all dharmas like this. They should appreciate like this, not abiding whatsoever in any discrimination as a dharma. Why is that? Because Subhuti, because discrimination as a dharma called discrimination dharma is taught by the Tathagata's non-discrimination. Therefore, one says discrimination is a dharma. For the Buddha, compared to any Bodhisattva, Mahasattva who completely filling, unfathomable, and guy was with 7 kinds of precious things, words you give gifts, if any, who having taken as little as a sense of full knowledge from this perfection of wisdom, or to memorize or read or understand it, or correctly and thoroughly teach others in detail on the basis of man, he himself will produce would be more incapable and fallible. How should one correctly and thoroughly teach? Just how one would not correctly and thoroughly teach. Therefore, one says correctly and thoroughly teach as a star, visual aberration, a lamp, an illusion, dew, bubble, a dream, lightning on a cloud. View all the compounded like that. That having been said by the Brahma, the other Subhuti, Lord, Bodhisattvas, for disciples, pictures, bhikshunis, upasikas, and the world of this devas, humans, asuras, and Gandhavas, overjoyed, highly praised, that taught by the Bhagavan, the exalted Maha, and the search of the wisdom, gone beyond call, the Vajra is concluded. Okay, so Shanti, let's go to the thing I just sent you, the mantra, the essence of the Vajra. We'll do that first. So while Shanti's pulling that up, then, the rest of us, we can think that due to the power of having recited the sutra to all the sentient beings who have thus heard us, then all the sentient beings, upon hearing these words, have then become completely enlightened. They've realized all the profound and subtle meanings of the sutra. And we can rejoice about that. So this is the kind of essence, it's a mantra, the essence of the Vajrakara Sutra. And well, it's found at the end of the dedication that was composed by Mipam Rinpoche, but I actually tracked down the actual the mantra, and I corrected it, and I had a few revisions. And also, I think reciting this is equivalent to reciting the Vajrakara Sutra 19,000 times. So, tri ge tong. So tri is 10,000, and gu tong is 9,000. So it's, 10,000 plus 9,000. Okay. Om Namo Bhagavate Prajaparamitaye Om Na Tata Tita Irishi Minishi Binayan Namo Bhagavate Pratayang Prati Iriti Miriti Shuriti Ushuri Bayuye Soha. You know what? Let's do that. Oh, Shanti, bring that up again. Let's do that 3 times, So then we get 3 times 19,000. And what is that? 57,000, right? Om Namo Bhagavate Prajaparamitaye Om Na Tata Tita Inishi Minishi Binayam Namo Bhagavate Pratayang Prati Iriti Miriti Shuriti Ushuri Bayuye Soa Namo Bhagavate Praja Paramitaye Om Na Tata Tita Irishi Minishi Binayam Namo Bhagavate Pratayang Prati Iriti Miriti Shuriti Ushuri Bayuye Soha. Okay, so now Om Vajrasava Samaya Malapalaya Vajrasava Tenova Dirameva Sudagameva Anandameva Savasiri Mebayacha Savakava Suchame Chitam Shiam Kurum Ha O Bhagavan Savatatagata Vajramame Muja Vajrabhava Ma Samaya Salva Ahumpe. And then the vowels and consonants. Om A I U Lili E O Om A Soha. Om A I U Lili E O Om A Soha. Om a a I I u u di 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 e o a soha. Om ka ka ga ga nga cha 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 nga ta 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 na ta 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 na pa 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 ma ya wa la wa shasa shasa sa ha ksha soha. Om ka ka nga cha 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 ta 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 na ta 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 na pa 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 ma ya wa la wa sha ksha sa ha ksha soha. Om ka ka nga cha cha ta 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 na pa 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 ma ya wa la wa shasa sha ha ksha soha. Onye dama hetu bava hetentation tata kata yavatation cha nirada evam vadi ma shamana eso. Onye dama hetu bava hetentation tata kata yavatation chayo nirada evam vadi ma shamana eso. Onye dama hetu bava hetentation tata kata yavatation chayo nirada evam vadi ma shamana eso. So, just for your knowledge, the blessing, the speech that we mentioned the other day. So there's actually a whole module on this. Rinpoche taught it some years ago, and on the FPMT online learning site, it's a free module. So you can, if you're more interested in this practice, you can go there. You will have to register, but registration is free. And then there's the videos by Rinpoche, and he is giving the oral transmission of the practice, and he will pronounce it a lot better than me. So yeah, that's something for you guys to do. Okay. So now let's go back to the dedication by Mipham Rinpoche. Oh, sorry. We had one more. Sorry, Shanti. That mantra. Yeah, let's do that. So this multiplies the merit of having recited. Om Gadara Vidara Swaha Ratna Shakona Tatagataya Pratihata Shasanam Om Kaka Kahi Kahi Hunhu Zora Zora Tika Ta Pepe Soha. So Shanti, just something for you. The other mantra that you put in, so it's better if you make it into a C5 size page. Do you know what I mean? So when you have the Word file, you put print and then you put page setup, put C5, and then it becomes smaller. Okay. We give all sorts of helpful tips here. Okay. So now let's go to the Mipham Rinpoche dedication. In this world with his devas, to the founder who, with a roaring sound of a snow lion, proclaimed the talk of dependently connected arising, I respectfully prostrate. The son of the king abiding majestically in the temple in the midst of an assembly of virtue beggars and those intending virtue, handed over this dharma to the holy holder of the dharma, Kungawu, with great emphasis, proclaiming definite meaning with the defining words, even if all the dharma is forgotten, don't forget this one. It is said by Buddha that writing or reading one word of the Prajnaparamita has greater benefit than making offerings to all the Buddhas for 1,010 million eons. Why is it like that? The only remedy, extremely powerful and directly cutting the root of all the mistakes of the world, ignorance, is this holy Dharma, the Dharma supreme of all the teachings, the ultimate heart of the Prajnaparamita. Having written, read, and made offerings to the supreme Dharma of all the Buddhist teachings out of the Prajnaparamita, the ultimate one, the sutra called the Diamond Cutter, may it cut the continuity of the sickness and harms of black magic, evil sea, obstacles, and so forth, and increase the life and wealth. May whatever wishes spontaneously be accomplished according to the holy Dharma, due to the merits and the imprint of having listened to the sutra and having read it at this time. In all future lifetimes, may I and all sentient beings who have connection with me be able to hear, reflect, and meditate on this profound sutra. May I become exactly like the life stories of Shariputra and Moggallana. The minute one hears the words and meaning of the Prajnaparamita Diamond Cutter Sutra, able to have the words and meaning within one's understanding and achieve the result. By the virtue of having read this profound sutra, may I directly perceive the truth and liberate in that second all the transmigratory beings equaling the sky from the great ocean of samsaric suffering, not grasping at just mere emptiness by seeing that the meaning of emptiness is dependent arising, while the mind is in that emptiness free from creativity, enjoy the view of emptiness only. Ascertain that the various appearances, the dual dharma, are mere appearance. May I realize while there is appearance with the thought, even though there is appearance, it is not true. By the eminent heart wisdom without abiding in the extremes of samsara and peace, quickly proceeding on the five paths, may I become the guide of all the transmigratory beings. By this particular virtue and all other virtues, may the Guru's holy lives be stable, and may all the deeds and actions of the victorious one be accomplished by myself alone. May this holy Dharma, for which the founder, Guru Shakyamuni Buddha, while training in the path, gave up the holy body and enjoyments and possessions, and accomplished the work only for sentient beings, last a long time. The the victorious one, giving up lying for numberless eons, even at the cost of life, and spoke truthfully. By that blessing, may all the prayers be accomplished. Okay, and let's go back to the COVID-19 teachings, teaching dedication. So, and then just the sealing into emptiness. Shanti, you with me? Sealing into emptiness due to the three-time merit accumulated by myself, the numberless sentient beings and numberless Buddhas, which are completely empty of existing from their own side. Due to all past, present, future merits collected by me, the numberless Buddhas, and numberless sentient beings, which are completely empty existing from their own side, may I, who am completely empty of existing from my own side, achieve the state of full enlightenment, which is completely empty of existing from its own side, and lead all sentient beings who are completely empty of existing from their own side to that state, which is completely empty of existing from its own side, by myself alone, who am completely empty of existing from my own side. I further dedicate all these virtues to be able to train just like the hero Manjushri who knows reality, and just like Samatha Vajra as well. I further dedicate all my roots of virtue. With that dedication, praise is the best by all the gone beyond victorious ones of the three times in order to have good conduct. Now for the long life of His Holiness the Dalai Lama. The incomparably kind and supreme Tenzin Gyatso, the wish-granting, wish-fulfilling jewel, source of every single benefit and happiness in this world, may you have a long life and all your holy wishes be spontaneously fulfilled. You who uphold the subduer's moral way, who serve as a bountiful bearer of all, sustaining, preserving, and spreading Mount Junan's victorious doctrine, who masterfully accomplish magnificent prayers honoring the three sublime ones, Savior, myself, and others, your disciples, please, please live long. Okay, so thank you very much. Alexander, have you done your soak yet today? It's soak day, you know that, right? Huh? Yes? No?
I done yesterday because it's I do Indian time.
Oh, I see. Okay, good. Oh, maybe I'm late then. I do Hawaiian time, it's no problem. Okay. So anyway, thank you very much. I think we have another session coming up in 2 days? right? So in the meantime, then make best use of your life, make best use of your time, especially on these merit multiplying days. Hopefully doing a little bit extra practice, you can recite the sutra. You can memorize the sutra. You can even memorize even just one stanza, right? It's very, very beneficial. So yeah, and we'll see you very soon. So thank you all for joining us, and namaste, tashile.